In life, almost every person carries a dream inside them. Someone success, someone respect, someone a better life, someone freedom. We all imagine a future where we are stronger, wiser, and happier. But imagining alone has never built anyone's future. People watch motivational videos, listen to speeches, read powerful quotes, and for a few minutes they feel unstoppable. But the moment life hits them again, that fire disappears. Why does this happen? Why do dreams remain dreams? Why do feelings change so quickly while goals stay far away? If you've ever asked yourself these questions, listen to this story till the end. I promise, it has the power to change something inside you. In a quiet town, far from the noise of busy cities, lived a boy named Aaron. He was talented, sharp-minded, and full of ambition. Every week he made new plans, new promises, new goals. From tomorrow, I will study at least 5 hours. From tomorrow, I will exercise daily. From tomorrow, I will work hard for my dreams. Just thinking about these things made him feel energized. He would watch motivational videos at night and feel like he could conquer the world the next morning. But like most people, Aaron had one problem. His motivation never lasted longer than a few days. Sometimes it disappeared in a few hours. One small difficulty, one moment of laziness, one distraction, and he would stop everything. Days passed, weeks passed, months passed, and his tomorrow never arrived. The excitement kept coming, but results never did. One afternoon, while sitting alone in a park, Aaron felt deeply frustrated. Why can't I stay consistent? Why do I always fail to continue what I start? Why do I lose energy so quickly? His thoughts were loud inside him, but he had no answers. Just then, an old man walked past him. He carried a small toolbox, his clothes had dust, and yet there was something peaceful in his eyes. He looked tired but calm, ordinary yet wise. Aaron had seen him in the park before, quiet, alone, carving small wooden toys for children. The man looked at Aaron and smiled. "You look troubled, son. Something on your mind?" Aaron hesitated for a moment, but then said, "I have big dreams. I want to do something great. But I don't know why I keep failing. I start strong and end weak. I get motivated, but it fades." The old man placed his toolbox down and said gently, "Come tomorrow morning at sunrise. There's something I want to show you." Aaron didn't understand what the old man meant, but there was something in his voice, something solid, something trustworthy. So the next morning, before the sky even turned blue, Aaron went to the park. The old man was already there, sitting beside an unfinished wooden statue. His hands moved slowly but steadily, carving small details with incredible patience. Aaron said, "You wanted to show me something?" The old man nodded. "Sit. Just watch." For the next half hour, Aaron watched him carve. The movements were slow, almost boring, yet there was not a single moment when the old man paused unnecessarily. No hurry, no excitement, no frustration, just steady progress. Finally, Aaron asked, "Do you do this every day?" The man smiled. "For the last 40 years. Aaron blinked in disbelief. "But doesn't it get tiring? Don't you feel bored? Don't you lose motivation?" The old man let out a soft laugh. "Motivation? Son, I learned long ago that motivation is a visitor. It comes and goes whenever it wants. But discipline is a friend. It stays with you even on your worst days." Aaron listened quietly as the man continued. "I wasn't always disciplined. There was a time when I started many things but finished none. One day my teacher told me something that I never forgot." He paused and pointed to a small wooden carving. He said, "A masterpiece is not created in a moment of inspiration. It is created in thousands of moments of effort." Aaron felt those words sink deep into him. The old man picked up 2 pieces of wood. One was rough and unshaped, the other was smooth and beautifully carved. "Do you know the difference between these?" he asked. Aaron replied, "One has been shaped with skill." The old man shook his head. "No. The real difference is time. This one." He pointed at the carved piece. received attention every day. Even on days I felt tired. Even on days life felt heavy. Even when I didn't feel like working. I gave it effort, not motivation. Aaron stared at the wooden statue, and for the first time in his life, discipline suddenly felt real. Not boring, not strict, not painful, just honest. The old man looked at him and said softly, "Dreams don't need excitement. They need consistency. If you work only when you're motivated, your dreams will always stay far away. But if you work even when you don't feel like it, they start coming closer." Something shifted in Aaron's heart. A spark he had never felt before, calm but powerful. He asked, "What should I do now?" The old man smiled. "Tomorrow morning, come again. We'll take the next step." Aaron nodded. For the first time, he wasn't relying on motivation. He was ready for discipline. The next morning, Aaron arrived before the old man. It was the first time he had woken up this early without forcing himself. The air was cold, the park silent. Birds had just started singing. For a moment, Aaron felt proud, because he showed up, not because he felt motivated, but because he promised himself he would. The old man arrived a few minutes later, carrying a small wooden block. He handed it to Aaron. "Today you will carve." Aaron looked surprised. "But I've never done this before." "That doesn't matter," the old man said. "What matters is that you try. Consistency is not about perfection. It's about presence." Aaron held the carving tool awkwardly and began scratching the surface of the wood. His hands were shaky, and the lines were uneven. After 15 minutes, he frowned. "This is terrible." The old man smiled. "Do you think my first carving was beautiful? It looked worse than this. But I didn't quit. I kept showing up. Every day. That's what made me better." Aaron continued carving. Slowly. Clumsily. But he didn't stop. After an hour, although the piece still looked rough, he felt something he had never felt before: quiet satisfaction. He realized something huge. Results weren't the real reward. The process was. The old man looked at him and said, "Your hands are learning discipline. And soon your mind will too." Over the following weeks, Aaron returned every morning. They didn't talk much. They didn't need to. There was peace in their silence. Each day Aaron carved a little more and improved a little more. Some days he felt energetic, some days tired, some days lazy, but he never missed the morning. One day, while holding a newly carved wooden piece, Aaron said, "I think I finally understand." The old man asked, "Understand what?" Aaron replied, "Motivation is what made me start. But discipline is what's making me grow." The old man smiled proudly. "Exactly. And now that you understand this, let me tell you one last thing." He pointed at the sky, where the sun was gently rising. "There are two types of people in this world: those who wait for the perfect moment, and those who create it." Aaron felt those words go straight to his soul. The old man continued, "The perfect moment will never come. The perfect mood will never come. The perfect conditions will never come. But if you choose consistent effort over temporary emotions, you will build the future others only dream about." That day marked a turning point in Aaron's life. He applied the same discipline to his studies. Not 5 hours at once, but 1 hour every day, without missing. Then 2 hours. Then 3. Slowly, calmly, consistently. He applied discipline to his health. 10 minutes of exercise every morning. Just 10. But he never skipped. Over months, his strength increased. He applied discipline to his goals. Instead of planning big things, he took small daily steps. And those small steps changed everything. Years passed. Aaron became one of the most successful people in the town, not because he was the smartest, but because he was the most consistent. People often came to him and asked, "What's your secret? How did you achieve so much?" Aaron always gave the same answer with a gentle smile. "Dreams don't work without discipline. Motivation made me excited, but discipline made me unstoppable." Whenever he said this, he remembered the old man in the park, The one who taught him that masterpieces are built in silence, one small stroke at a time. Aaron would look around at the world and think, if only people understood this, they wouldn't quit so easily. So today, if you're listening to this story, remember, don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for everything to feel right. Start now. Start small. Start quietly. But most importantly, start consistently. Because without discipline, dreams stay dreams. But with discipline, you can build a life you once thought was impossible. If you learned something today, tell us in the comments. We'll meet again in the next story.